Hey guys, welcome to this 20-minute stretch we're going to do using a chair. Just follow along. It's great to do after you've been on a run, but I'm doing it this morning because it's so peaceful out here. Take your right leg and just pop it on top, and we're going to go down as far as you can go. Because it's early morning for me, I'm not going to be able to go as deep in some of the stretches. You can normally do a bit better after you've been running or something like that. But hopefully by the end of this, you'll feel really, really warm and stretched out. Slow the breathing down. And we're just gonna swivel the hips forward, and we're gonna come up to a side stretch. So if you want, you can sink onto your heel, but what we want to do is we want to try and bring the front of the waist forward and tuck the tailbone under. So you can bring the arm over as well and get a bit more stretch in the side body. Try and open up through the side body. Pull the chest up, back straight. Tuck the tailbone under. Okay, and switch. We're going to go to the left side. So, left foot up. And down we go. So the kids next door have just come out playing basketball. I don't know if you can hear them banging around playing basketball, but even that is a really peaceful noise to just hear the kids playing and having fun and shooting some hoops. Sink as deep as you can without going too far. And open up the side. So sorry to have my back to you, but I've got a Alright, I'm going to take the right foot up on top of the chair. So you can just hold it if you want, but this just helps me stretch a little easier. So you can push your arms up and bring your chest back. You can bring your arms into it, one or both, or you can push your arms behind you. So wherever you're at. Some of you will be able to go quite a bit deeper than me, and that's good. Others of you will be really struggling with this. Don't worry about it. But by the end of this, you should feel really open and limber. It's just a really, really important part of balancing out our exercising and health. Keep sinking the hips deeper if you can. And switch sides. So my left foot is coming up on the chair and my right foot is down. Again, go where you want to go with your arms. This is feeling really good for me this morning. You don't want your front knee going past your toe. Just if your hips can sink really deep and you need to push your toe out further, go ahead and do that. About 10 seconds left. If this is too hard on your knee, then just put the foot down and do a regular lunge. Good. Alright, next one we're going to stand up. I love this one. So all we're going to do is put our hands flat on top of the chair and we're going to push our hips back and we're trying to sink our chest low down. So we're trying to make ourselves as straight as possible. So imagine you're trying to push your hands as far away as possible from you and push the hips back. So you're stretching from the fingertips to the hips as far as possible and sinking the chest down. Good. And the next one we're going to do, we're going to bring our elbows together. We're going to put our hands together like we're praying, put the elbows on top of the chair, and you're going to sink your head down through your biceps. If you want to make this stretch a little bit harder, you can hold something in between your hands like a book or something, and it'll just open up the shoulders and chest that little bit more. Slow the breathing down. Let gravity do the work here. Good. Alright, we're going to turn over onto our bottoms and we're going to put our palms flat on the chair. So just like this. So for me, this is really pushing me. Some of you will be able to scoot your bottom further forward and that's cool, go for it. I've actually torn ligaments in both of my shoulders and I didn't rehab them as well as I could have done. I just kind of got back out there and started playing as quick as I could, and so I've got pretty tight shoulders because of it, but they're so much better than what they used to be. So stretches like this are so important for me. So try and lift the chest up, put the back straight, and for those of you who can, you can come further forward. You scoot your bottom forward as far as you want to go, but for me this is good. Alright, we're going to go onto our back, bring the right knee into the chest, take it over the top. You can use your left hand to pull down on your right knee and just gaze in the opposite direction. So we're going to open up the lower back and the spine. Man, it's really a peaceful morning out here. And switch around, do the opposite side. So, left knee in, and then take it over the top. And you want your gaze go towards your left fingertips. So we've got that extra little twist in the spine. Good. Come up onto your knees. We're going to tuck the toes under and sit on our heels, just like this. And then we're going to bring the hands together to pray and put them behind us. So I'll just show you. So we've got them behind our back like that. And you can go as high as you want up the back, but sit on your toes and curl them up and kind of wiggle them around. So again, for some of us this is going to be really hard on the ankles and on the knees. If it is, just come out and take a break and then get back into it. And from there, we're going to go flat on our feet and we're going to sit on our ankles. Okay, so for some of us, we can go further back. Some of us can go onto our elbows, and maybe if you're feeling good, you can go all the way back. But just hang out where you're at. Again, I want to appreciate those of us who are really struggling in our knees and ankles. I've been there. I used to have so much trouble with this stretch, bad knees, bad ankles from playing football. But over time you can break down the scar tissue and open up the joints and just get so much healthier. And so fortunately, after a couple of years of retiring, I can do stuff like this now. So it's a journey. You're not going to do it overnight, but just stick at it. Come on up. Whew. All right, feet apart, and we're gonna just go down the middle. So I like to, if I can, find something on the floor that I can pull down on. Some of you will be able to get your chest all the way down, and that's great. So try and find length from the stomach. So lengthen the lower back and pull forward. Either grab both of your toes as well and pull. It's totally up to you. Feels so good to open the body up, especially if we're working out hard. We're going to take the right elbow in to the side, and then we're going to lengthen through the left side body. So I don't want you trying to come down and arch over. I want you to open up the chest, try and get the bicep by the ear, and actively stretch through the left fingertips. So some of you will be able to come all the way over and grab your toe, but when I do that, my chest isn't as open. So I want you to open the chest and push through the fingertips more than I want you to try and grab your toe. That'll come in time. It might even come in the minute that we do here. You might just feel yourself open up. And we're gonna go over to the other side. So left elbow in by the left knee and stretch through. I remember when I was growing up and playing a lot of football, and we used to stretch, and it was like 10-second stretches, and I mean it's better than doing no stretching, but when we hold these stretches for at least 45 seconds, a minute, the positive effects it has on the body are so good. And so if you're not used to holding stretches for this long, just stick at it. It does feel like you're pushing through at first, but after you get used to it and your body starts craving that because it knows how good it is for it, good. Alright, sit on your cross-legged. So we're going to hold it here. So you can either put your hands down by your ankles, you can bring them up and stretch up as high as you can, but we're going to hold it this position and then for 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch which leg's in front. So again, it's early morning for me. I'm not as flexible as I would be at the end of the day. And just switch feet. So this time, if you had your hands up, I want you to try and come forward, lie forward. So if you can, bring your chest to the floor. Try and find space in the stomach, pull the stomach back, sink deeper. Just a few more stretches and we're done, guys. Hopefully you'll be feeling really open and limber. Alright, we're going to go into a upward dog, which is just like this. If that's too much for you to begin with, just start off there, and then when you feel yourself open up a bit, you can come here. I'm just going to pop my feet up on the chair as well and bring my arms back, and if you want, you can raise up and just get that extra pulse or pull. Some people can bring their feet all the way back. A bit too much for me that yet. And look up to the sky or the ceiling. Not a cloud in the sky here today. The moon's still out. And we're going to go into child's pose. So bring the feet together, sit on your heels, knees apart, and just sink down. You're trying to get your chest to the floor. Pull the fingertips forward and slow the breathing down. If you want, you can kind of curl your fingertips and cup your hands, and it'll just get a bit more of a stretch on your shoulders. Okay, and the last stretch is going to be movement. So we're going to start in a downward dog. So try and get your heels flat on the floor. Push your chest back, and we're going to come into plank. Slowly down. Curl up into upward dog. And then pull the hips back into downward dog. Okay? So in your timing, we're just going to go through this nice and slowly. And just feel the body open up. So push the hips up as high as you can, push the chest back, and then come on forward into a plank. And then drop the hips. Upward dog, stretch all the way through. And then pull the hips back again. Can we get one more in? Good. And then for the last minute, we're just going to turn this around. And we're going to lie on our back. And we're going to put our feet up. Come a bit further forward. And we're just going to rest. So especially if you're a runner, or even if you've just done one of the boot camps and your legs are killing, just chill, relax, feel all that weight and that blood and that pressure come off the feet and fall down, and just be really grateful that you have a healthy body and you can work out and you can stretch and take care of it. And we start being thankful and don't take things for granted, everything in life gets a little bit better. So I am grateful for today that my wife Macy, who you've worked out with, is not on this video because she's making me breakfast. How lucky am I? Alright, come on out of it. You can stay in that position as long as you want. So, I'm gonna go and get breakfast. Love you guys. Stay healthy.